What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to J. Cool.
Good evening.
I think call me Anonymous.
Yes, Anonymous.
I've been following this program. I think in Karipa. Pantu, this is our nation. Zambia, I am calling within Lusaka. But what I have just heard the audio, I think it will record a scene to see. This government, how can the government Chabinga quarter support yaso? No, it's not good. Let us raise up Zambia. Let us wake up from the slumber to welcome a Zambian and let this issue, I think, goes even outside the country. Let other people, the UN, come in and help us in this nation.
For public interest, I've got a lot of pressure here. People are saying, Ambassador, you're just exposing Robert Chabinga, who's a woman in the discussion. She's a minister of community development, Honorable Doreen Sefuke Mwamba. That is the other person who was speaking to Robert Chabinga. For fairness, I think who leaked the video, I think that it came from Chabinga. That's my assumption. But that's the other woman in the conversation. So let's put that, let it not be an issue. We're not covering anyone. We're not protecting anyone. We are putting the facts as they are.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening. Just let me be anonymous.
Anonymous, make your contribution quickly because you can hear the phone is buzzing. All my phones are ringing.
So much, Your Excellency. We really appreciate the work that you are doing that side, and we always pray for you that God keeps you intact and also well. It's very sad that we have heard what we have heard, and what I can say about Mwamba is that from the death of our beloved President, His Excellency, Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu, some of us even up to now we are still mourning because that man was very special to us. So what we are doing, like even here in Zambia, we are praying. So whoever is planning to do bad things, even to the family, our prayers will not go in vain. So we are doing whatever we can at the moment until God is going to reveal every secret that they are going to do. God is going to reveal to us. So what we can do, Mwamba, just continue the work that we are doing. We are also on our knees to pray to make sure that God give us guidance and also strengthen us as a country and also as a nation.
Thank you very much. Thank you for those prayers. Thank you. Let me take this call. Father, good evening. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mwamba. I'm Donosca. I'm calling from Italy.
Yes, thank you.
I've just listened to the audio that you have played, and indeed, if this audio is verified, it's a dark day for Zambia. This is a dark day for our country. I would not be surprised because there was no convention that would have enthroned Chabinga to be the president of the Patriotic Front. So not having the convention and me having started the PF, the constitution of the Patriotic Front, I understand that to choose a Secretary General, to choose the president, there is need to go for a convention. So on Mao Sampa, there might have been some sort of convention, illegally or not legally. The case was in court and it was not, we did not have the court hearing. Now on Chabinga, the Patriotic Front has never had a convention. So according to the PF constitution, the presidency of Chabinga has no authority. I am speaking here because Honorable Mwamba and the Zambian people are listening to us. We are going to keep on speaking, but not because I don't hate Hakainde Hichilema. I don't hate any other Zambian, any single Zambian. I love all the Zambians I love, and I respect all the 72 tribes in Zambia. So, what we are trying to say is, we love our country. If this audio is true, what Chabinga is doing is horrible. If this audio is true, listening to the voice of my sister Doreen Mwamba, who is the Catholic, and who was sent to negotiate with the 3 bishops in the northern province. It's horrible. It's horrible. The negotiation between the Lungu family and the government had another person who is a key player in that negotiations, is Patrick Kangwa. Patrick Kangwa is a Catholic, and he is the minister of the communion. If I was the parish priest of Patrick Kangwa, I would have told him to stop distributing the Holy Communion immediately, with immediate effect. What is happening has not God blessings. I repeat, if this audio is true, this is very sad. And I am appealing, President Hakainde Hichilema, your junior Bali, just today, your junior Bali apologized to Lilian Mutambo for having accused that woman on falsehood. This young boy, a comedian, Junior Bali, apologized and humbled himself to say, Lilian Mutambo, have something in your heart to forgive me. I messed up. My appeal to the President Hakainde Hichilema, Your Excellency, you still have the time. This is not fair. The way you are treating the Patriotic Front, they are all Zambians. Even us who are not part of the politics, we respect the politicians and we pray for them. And we pray for Patriotic Front. We pray for the Patriotic Front. I pray for Emmanuel Mwamba for what he is doing. I'm not concerned whether the cases, why he's in the diaspora, why he's not in Zambia. That is not my responsibility. My responsibility is that Emmanuel Mwamba is a Zambian person. And he's a nice person. That's what I know about this man. And I will pray for him. I will ask the God's blessing for this gentleman. The reason why? Because he's a Zambian. Gentlemen, if this audio is true, I repeat, I myself, I don't have a problem to kneel down and say sorry to the Zambian people for what we did. Zambian people, even today I come to you. I campaigned for UPND. Honorable Doreen Mwamba, do you remember me? You remember me, Honorable Doreen Mwamba. We campaigned for you people. We gave you their advices because we thought PF had the cadres were violent. But looking at what is happening, then I asked forgiveness to ECL. I asked forgiveness to the Madam Lungu because indeed ECL was an innocent person. Indeed, the widower of Madam Lungu was an innocent person. I don't enter in details of economy. That is the professional part of the Zambian people, those who are experts. But I enter into details that concerns humanity. Humanity. Dr. David Kaunda told us, love God and love your neighbor as you love yourself. That is Dr. Kenneth Kaunda's motto. Love God and love your neighbor as you love yourself. So I carry this motto of Dr. Kaunda because I'm also about the same thing. We are pleading.
Father, thank you. Very quickly wind up. I gave you a lot of time because I recognize, as a Catholic priest based in Italy.
Thank you very much. I just encourage all the Zambians on what is happening. This has nothing to do with opposition, with the ruling political parties. This has something to do seriously about Zambia as our country, our beloved country. We love our Zambian, and we need the rule of law to rule in Zambia and the constitution of the republic to be respected, regardless of who you are. Nelly Muti, President Hakainde Hichilema, or Sean Tembo. It doesn't matter. Regardless of who you are, you respect the constitution, and we respect the rule of the law in the country. Thank you so much, and sorry for raising my voice because I feel I'm a little bit emotional on this matter. And I repeat, if this is true, it's a dark cloud on our country. Thank you.
Presidents resign over matters like that. Presidents resign. And you could see Robert Chabinga's disposition. Did you hear what he was saying? That the PF have brought $1.5 million. He doesn't want the police to get involved. He's going to organize armed robbers against that person, whether it's a rumor or not, who should raid that home, pick that $1.5 million from him. He says on the PF regalia in Mfue, people should not even bother. The police should stay away because he's sending in thugs to beat whoever will. Oh my God. Hello, good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. The calls are so many. Please be brief.
Okay. Yes, my name is Tandiwe Curtis.
Tandiwe,
from Slovenia.
Our favorite author. You write beautiful documents. Make your contributions, my sister.
Yes. My heart really bleeds to hear that audio. Really, my heart bleeds. Na kwato mwenso nifirwa fyokusumina. To the president, your predecessor made a wish that you should not be anywhere near his remains, nor should you ever preside over his funeral in an eventuality that he died. I'm going to ask you again, as I always ask you, why do you want to force yourself on your predecessor's funeral when Tabalemi Fwaya, that you'd go to such extent where Bonja Chabinga ataleta masalamu shagale fokuleta but by church? Why? Awe ne mwimblema nganalando kuti ubuvwanga, because this insistence to me is lesanga answer. You've been told if you really meant to give your predecessor a dignified funeral, at least you could have stayed away, you could have delegated. But the issue that you insist on wanting to be there, but President, this speaks volumes. And we did not vote for a witch, we voted for a president. By a church, you are a disgrace to the presidency. Thank you.
The lines are buzzing. Let's allow you as many people as possible. Just to hear your views. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador Ivano.
Good evening.
Thank you so much. I'll request that I remain anonymous.
That is well.
Yes, sir. So it's
it's unfortunate to hear this voting. And I simply want to say to our Republican president that his downfall, the things and the people that he has allowed.
My brother, your mouth is away from the phone. Speak through the phone so that we can hear you clearly.
Exactly. So, am I much clearer?
Yeah, you are better now. You are better.
Exactly. So I'm saying to the president, I think that he needs to realize that his fight to bring down the budget front and he wants to pocket it is what is going to work against him. If he really wants to sell himself to the Zambian people, I think he needs to concentrate on delivering on the promises that were made. It's disappointing, and I want to mention just one because I know time is not best aligned. The people that were hired in South Africa first of all, the hype before that press conference was that they were going to reveal a lot of things about Israel's death and everything. But when people followed that press conference, first of all, those people did not even have data. They had no information whatsoever. What a shame.
And broadcast on ZNBC. It was broadcast on ZNBC.
May God deliver us. Ambassador, we are praying for you and the entire team. Continue the work that you are doing. The battle is so strong and you need to be very, very strong. You need to stand on shoulders of men of God that are praying and standing with you because this battle is not easy. All the best and God bless.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening. Please tell us your name. I think this is Patrick from the United Kingdom.
Yes, Ambassador.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Mwamba. Ambassador Mwamba, if this audio is true, it really makes sad hearing. And I would urge my very good friends, my childhood friend, Matembo, if he's hearing this, or somebody is hearing.
Matembo, the PS at Home Affairs.
Yeah, the PS at Home Affairs.
The PS, yes.
Matembo grew up with me, and we lived next door to each other. Very good friend of mine.
Did you grow up in Ndola?
In Kitwe.
Oh, in Kitwe. Ah, okay. Yes.
Miseshi Mindolo. Matembo was my neighbor. We grew up together. We campaigned together.
What message do you have for your friend and former neighbor?
Yes, and the day we were meeting HH, most of us via online, I actually invited Matembo to attend that online so that he can also meet the president. And I'm urging Matembo that he needs to come out and say this video is fake or not. And if it doesn't come out, then we'll take it. It's real. But this
the audio is genuine. It's verified.
Let him come out. Let him come.
I put it to. No. Look. First of all, I'm quite senior. Let's not insult one another. I've been permanent secretary for many years. Before that, for 10 years, I was deputy permanent secretary. Then I've been ambassador for the last 8 years. I would not alarm the country for something that I've not verified. I would not put to the country a matter as sensitive as this if it has not met the basic requirement. So let's not put doubt to it. Just a minute. I'm not speaking to you, but I'm speaking to the audience. There are many issues I pass and they don't come to my page or I don't mention them because they have not met that minimum threshold. You need to understand the matter first. You need to verify the matter. You need to speak to other people about it. And then you need to understand the context. I would not put such a sensitive matter. Whether Robert Chabinga Because I know he's full of himself. You know, he lies. For example, he lies about the PF. I've been in the PF for a long time. He says he helped Edgar Lungu in 2014. I'd never seen him. And you know, I was at the center of that election. But I saw he was a runner for Lewis Mosho. Because he was one of those runners at the law firm for Lewis Mosho. If they want to use him, that is a boy they would use. So he tells a lot of lies. You know, I know. So whether he was inflating himself or not, but everything in this audio he said came to pass. The lawyers were hired. Chabinga was in South Africa until yesterday. The demonstration took place. The press conference took place. Everything that Chabinga revealed there. And the person he was speaking to, you know. So first, I wanted to speak to the audience that is watching this. Not just to you, but I saw Father Mpombo really is so grieved, and he says if this audio is true, the audio is true. They can deny all they want to. The audio is true. So you can speak, Patrick.
So, Bamwamba, I trust you. I trust you, this is true, but I'm challenging my friend that come out and say yes or no. I know this audio is true. I can hear the voice of Bamulin Mwamba. We work together. I know Chabinga. So the audio is true. But I'm challenging the authority. Come out and say no. But Bamwamba, this is really sad. And disrespecting the sovereignty of another country, South Africa. Just like we sued South African government. That was the biggest diplomatic blunder of a millennium. And Linda Banks wonders who runs this government, who advises the president. You know, Bamwamba, the problem with HH and his government is firefighting. You know, they don't have a plan. And you know, I lived in South Africa. In Johannesburg, 6 years, 4 years in Cape Town. The police are corrupt, but South African judges are incorruptible. It's not easy to corrupt a South African judge. South Africa and Botswana and Namibia, they've got the most partial judiciary. They've got the most autonomous judiciary. Even politicians complain about the judiciary of South Africa. But Bamwamba, people like Chabinga, you know, posterity will judge them. And this guy, if he's not careful, is going to be dumped just before the elections next year. He's going to be used quite chikolopo, chamunganda, and you'll be dumped. I rest my case.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick Chilufya from the United Kingdom, a regular contributor and a solid voice. I've got my co-anchor, Professor Kasonso Mwaliluba. You are my co-anchor. Good evening.
Sorry,
Mwalilubira mchani, mwalilubira muboa, mwalilubira muboa.
Nawe mujelele kondi munshira ndebwela ni pamwandi apo mudeti munchinge.
Please make your contributions, Professor.
Kalaka insulated service. So chonsha chishla live na mwisho mwebeni ni mutita inbox.
Empire.
Everyone devo afyokulanda kwebati aya mashinana ganzi ne drama ibatulethela ba HH tatule ifwaya. For Chalo. You know, it's like by UPND number never look any drama queen. So it had to lay fire before village day if your fiance for village da. No ton the valley caputa to lay to fire. Bonds for Zambia is central 2026. 2026 Kubika point Shonkonono. Aka in the Gaimian and Shonkonono, we have voted upon Shonkonon. If when Shonkonono, it's anybody but HH. Because you see, a part of governing the people, take away later from my investors, Mufialo Fimbi, some Fukungu photo of Mundama Zambia. Part of who take a chalo, who control my sentiments, Yavanto. Who understand the Poveke, who understand the Favale Pitamu. But because he spent too much time, he doesn't understand our country. And that is why he's...
Professor, that issue of Ingombe, are you speaking to him as your cousin because you are Kaonde? Be careful, you are on national media.
Yeah, ine kutina landa po imote timulanda ine kutina landa na ifo Ingombe tu alikuwa tala.
No, I just want you to remember that.
So anyway, you know, there is a cultural deficit that the president is failing to understand the country because of his background, and we need to point that out. We need to point that out right on national media. We need to talk about the problems where the problems matter. We have a president who doesn't understand our country. He doesn't understand our people. His people, he understands them, but he doesn't understand our people because they're not important to him. I wish ngana chisa nensuti yandi hapo na bota yandi. But na mwisho vensha chisa. But if you valech defio, tatule fifwaya nangupano, you can't govern a country like that. You can't create. It's like you tutu no tumingala to valela ndero mbambo kuingisha ma own goals. Kuti mwala supporteti muri ne baba mwamba. Mwabela kamungala to fyefinero mwaya ingisha own goal. Bale ingisha ma own goal. I roka video konsa kumwachibika puni own goal yonse ilia. Bale ingisha mchipanda chabo wa UPND. Nombelo to awina shani. And we cannot, next year, we cannot crown a loser as a president because we are going to be a loser country. So, ko anka lewela papa national media. So, if you find a land up, we need not land up because you need to be paranto.
Adshad Panshon Konono, I love the idea.
They keep telling us, Mwamba, ala leta propaganda. No bakaraka audio. Muleti la posha ni mwa mabala. Because namashu ye emoyari, namapange yonse emoyari. Fionso na tuyumfuila. Namba ni propaganda ya msangosha ni mtu ngala leta kashinkani shiyaba propaganda. Okay, kunu malimbi ale vika propaganda hivyo finale mwepecha. But hapa, ukwete kashinkani muni inefwe. Na inewe nindi msupporta. Go for it, Emmanuel Mwamba. Go for it. Help the country. Support the country. The noble voices of this nation are with you. The youth are with you. Your mothers and children are with you. You know, let's go and take the correct information to the people of Zambia. But politicians bakerenka to anakanavo. Bionsenga baisakula bepa bantu. Yo, let's engage in a family. Family yali kansa to trefo kulanda nove. How are you engaging with them? He can't even acknowledge the reality of his situation. That is not normal. That is not normal. We need to go back to normalcy. We need to go back to normalcy. If you charge Zambia chitekwa, never take a Zambia, never control a narrative. Never kumbinkanye mitundu shonse pamu. Na filwa. He has managed to bring in a few investments. And those investments, guess who are benefiting? They are all skewed to benefit his own people group. But who take abantu ifyo? Nangu ningombe kutishabu tukamwitanga. Diamu kutishabu kutishako fimbi. Ifo turefuwa inshonkonono, turefuwa ngombe, turefuwa inshonkonono. Natukashe ngombe, turefuwa inshonkonono. Inshonkonono is anybody but HH.
I love that. At voting Shonkonono, meaning is saying it doesn't matter who will feature as the opposition. The people of Zambia must rise and vote for that. He says, I love the voting Shonkonono. It's a beautiful one. I love it. Mwantu wa kwalesa, I'm sorry, Professor Niwa ko-anka, so nachwapela kwenye ingiko panono. Good evening, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Mwambaina ni nemulenga mwaume ndefu tumi nokufuma ku USA ndio mwena Zambia wako chinsali.
Endita, my brother, make your contributions.
Yes, boss. You know, just from the discussion and what I've heard, I haven't heard the recording, I haven't heard...
I'll play it towards the end.
Okay, thank you. But looking at the press conference that this gentleman had, Chabinga,
yeah.
I watched it very carefully and I heard what he was talking about, and to my knowledge and to my observation, whatever he was talking about was lawlessness, which should not be condoned by any peace-loving Zambian. He's exposing the presidency, he's exposing the ruling party, which should not be supported by any peace-loving Zambian. Then looking at the happenings and the plottings and the demonstrations plotted in another country, according to my understanding, any president interfering in the running of another president's country, that with serious countries, you can be translated as an act of war. Even if you're
why me and JJ Banda?
You cannot go and operate in another country's foreign country
jurisdiction
without permission from the government of that country. So he's creating confusion in another country. If you are allowed to let's go a spade. If you are rich, then confusion. South Africa as a country. We should condemn it, and the president should be advised. It is wrong, and let him move. He listen to the advice. Where are the church leaders? Where are the chiefs? Where are the so-called senior citizens of our country? Are they not advising the president, honestly speaking? Should we go and demonstrate in the streets for him to listen? Should we reach those levels of 1991?
Probably that is the moment we are in. That is the moment we are in. Thank you. I couldn't believe when I watched the press conference. From him bribing journalists to the preaching of lawlessness that he was preaching. The police would have arrested him, but they protect him. He had the police with him to protect him. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Mama.
Good evening, sir.
I think it's beyond politics. This is criminal.
Yeah.
And just a warning to the Zambians. These people, they will not give up power. No matter what we're going to do, they won't give up power. These people are really, really criminals. You cannot interfere, like just the previous caller said. Interfere in the governing of another country. I think and they will do whatever within their means to stay in power. This really scares me. We can't have a criminal government. This is a criminal government. This is a criminal government. This is really criminal. These things can end people in the Netherlands. Abantu disappear. What kind of a government do we have?
Thank you. Many people are failing to express themselves. That is the shock I had when I got this audio 2 days ago. But I had to do some verification. I had to be sure it was authentic. And when I was satisfied, then I decided that we should put it out. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Madam, good evening. This is Bruce calling you from the United Kingdom.
Bruce, make your contributions.
Viva to Ibano Mamba. Viva to what you are doing. You are now an eye-opener to Zambian people. What you are doing, may the good Lord Almighty bless you. What you've shared on today on that audio is an eye-opener to the Zambians. Zambians need to rise and defend their moral standard, what they believe in. If let's think about Emmanuel Mamba, right church, we voted for him as the president 2021. But what he's doing is not right. Zambians, may you rise and open up your mindset. 2026, Viva to your program, and may good Lord continue to bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We thank you for your prayers, and we thank you for your support. We just need to bring the truth that has emerged. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Yes, please.
Thank you for your prayers.
Switch off your other phone. Mute it. Because you'll be hearing echo.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. Is that all right?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Ambassador Emmanuel Mwamba. Thank you so much. I'm very happy that I'm now through. I've been calling the past 2 weeks. I haven't been accorded.
I'm so sorry. There are so many missed calls, but we'll try to get as many. Mulevelela kwa wakala manga watu ma Catholic priest.
My name is Abdulaziz bin Abdul Muhammad Taufik. It's a polite way of saying I want to be anonymous.
I see. I love that. Yeah, make your contribution, sir.
So much. My contribution is, first of all, in 3 seconds, I know that people are calling. First of all, in 3 seconds, you are doing a great job. I was asking one of my political friends, I said, had probably Emmanuel Mwamba closer to the late President Edgar Lungu at a time it was 2021, probably PF couldn't have lost power. But we have a very, very sad situation about Emmanuel Mwamba in Zambia. We have a very sad situation because at a center or at a core of our national crisis, Mwamba is a president who is dishonest. Wow, we have a president who is dishonest, and that undermines public trust. Mwamba, the bond, that we made when we voted for this guy in 2021 is broken, and so does the democracy. To the opposition political parties, the Ali Kalaba, Comrade Dr. Fred Membe, and others, could you trust such a one to conduct credible elections? He's testing the mic, the extent to which we can resist him. Wow. We know he lies, but I think this is too much. Even when he was talking about losing one ghetto and the mother pours water on, it was a lie because no woman can do that. But why does he lie?
Yeah.
But Mwamba, we are comforted by history. In Malawi, the party MCP for Lazarus Chakwera and Chirima resisted the Electoral Commission of Malawi at the time. And the courts in 2019 and 2020 elections. And they overturned the judge, they overturned what the Electoral Commission of Malawi did.
Yeah.
If you remember, you are the student of history, I remember very well. Look, after the decades of rule for the KANU party in Kenya, Daniel Arap Moi actually, bowed to the opposition, political parties led by Mwai Kibaki and Raila Odinga. Mwamba, until he knows the extent to which we are going to resist him as a country.
Yeah.
That guy, oh my God, now mfano mwenso.
Yeah.
We are very. Thank you very much.
The Professor Kasonso says tukavotrafe pension konono because it should be any other person other than President Hakainde Hichilema. Professor, you need to come and explain vote pension konono. Linda Banks, a renowned journalist from the United Kingdom. She's a Zambian, based in the United Kingdom, and remember she was part of Wakwetu. She says, I read this. She could have called herself, but she's unavailable at the moment. But she says, please read this for me. Ambassador, you're doing an excellent job. Please read this for me. Let us not sacrifice Zambia's international standing and democratic integrity at the altar of political expedience. The friendship between Zambia and South Africa has stood the test of time. President Hakainde Hichilema is discarding it, and it should not be discarded lightly. The UPND government's action suggests growing intolerance and could isolate Zambia diplomatically. President Hichilema needs to reassess, one, his advisors, two, his approach to the various crises that the country is facing, and to the demands of the Zambian people, not to the political elite who will suffer the consequences of strained, who will not suffer the consequences of strained international relations, but the people of Zambia. Zambia's historical friendship with South Africa should not be jeopardized for these short-term political gain. Linda, I think you're very, very clear, and thank you for that contribution. Let me take the calls. There are so many calls. Let's just take the calls. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Honorable.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. This is Mavuto.
Yes, Mavuto.
Yes. Sir, what is happening in our country, it's not good. We are not safe.
Yes.
We are not safe, Honorable. And I know people are looking at it to say this is just politics, but this is beyond politics. As a country, we are not safe because people now are regretting even removing ECL from power. Because what we saw in PF was just but only few things that were in PF which people disliked PF by the end of the day. Which was one of them was Kadarism, but now this is beyond what we can bear as a nation. And people in Zambia now are living in fear.
Yeah. Okay, my brother.
They can't speak, they fear to be
Yeah. Please quickly, we begin to wind up. Elon Africa, we want to Akwalesa. I decided to take a drive to where I've come, but I think we've delivered the essence. Let's begin to take the last call. So be brief. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Mr. Mwamba.
Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Let me remain anonymous.
Wonderful. Make your contributions quickly.
Mr. Mwamba, I've got two things that I need to put across quickly. The first one is towards Honorable Chabinga. Mr. Mwamba, this should come, he should very much pay attention to this advice I'm going to give him. Advice is for free. Mr. Chabinga is no special than GBM, who went to UPND and made structures in UPND. And see where GBM is today. Look at Kambwiri. Kambwiri went there, influenced the majority voters in from PF to join UPND in voting. Mr. Chabinga will be left in the same way the devil lives. Those sinners, he tries to attempt to tempt them to sin. And you'll be left in a very bad situation. Mr. Chabinga should not be as foolish as he is taking things. Whatever step that he's taking, let him refer to Mao Sampa. What happened to Mao Sampa? What happened to GBM? Mr. Chabinga should not become that foolish. Let him open his eyes. He doesn't know the person he's working for. That man does not have even courtesy or care for any human. Look how much he has spoiled our relationship with South Africa. Second advice, and a quick one, Mr. Mwamba. Mr. Mwamba, let the PF members do not come and plan issues on media, on calling public media to make their plan on online. Let them go underground. Let them make their plans underground. They cannot fight this issue on media. Let you people like Mr. Mwamba and other people to be doing the media fight, especially people who are in diaspora like you. Let them go underground, do their homework underground. They should not put their plans on media too much, no.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Someone says, Ambassador, before we discuss the audio, if President Hakainde Hichilema is sincere, he would arrest Chabinga for all the threats that he issued today. He even planned armed robbery today against a citizen he thinks has collected money. He says, if President Hakainde, before we discuss the audio, if President Hakainde Hichilema is running a government of the rule of the law, he will arrest Chabinga for all the threats that he issued today. I love that, and I think that's a unique perspective. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Yes, Honorable, how are you?
Very well. Please put the other phone on mute. We can hear the echo.
I'll put the other phone on mute. Yes, Honorable.
Yes.
I've been listening to your audio. I don't know. But Honorable, because of for security reasons.
No problem.
Yes, Honorable. As much as Tremon if interface come to Romeo Sumu, yes, Hindranapena, one to take some sana, and things are not okay as much as we can understand. But my question is that you're able to advise us that what's forward for us, because as we are speaking right now, all of us we are confused. As much as we know what Chabinga, PFA, the other side didn't know that. So you, Honorable, we follow you so much, and we like you, but you're able to tell us the way forward on how we're able to move.
Thank you. The way forward is very clear. You've seen we are beginning to bring the opposition together. They'll come on the platform, they'll make commitments to you, and we're encouraging them. Among themselves, they should give us a candidate who should be a flag bearer, whether they're in Uka, Tonse, or they're outside the structure. I think we've featured Honorable Harry Kalaba. He made a commitment that is willing to lead, and is also willing to be led. We had Dr. Fred Membe and Dr. Msumali. Is also willing to lead and is also willing to be led. We have Dr. Sakwiba Skota on Monday, tomorrow. We have KBF on Tuesday. We have Given Lubinda on Wednesday, and we've lined all of them up. So I think the solutions lie in the opposition, but the opposition should help the people of Zambia by coming as a united front. They should forget their personal egos. The urgent burden on the country is to provide alternative leadership to President Hakainde Hichilema. I think that's a clarion call. And all of us in our small way should do something to contribute. For me, that's my contributions I'm doing. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel Mamba. This is Mususu. I'm calling you from Lusaka, Zambia.
Mr. Mususu, make your contribution, sir.
Thank you very much. I must say that it's very tragic and very unfortunate. Firstly, I want to thank you, Emmanuel Mwamba, for this excellent work that you are doing. I want to assure you that we are praying for you.
Thank you.
And the people of Zambia are prayerful. We are praying every day, and this government will keep being exposed. For Chabinga, what I want to say is that the family members of Chabinga, the relatives, the friends of Chabinga, must be able to tell him that he's just being used by a desperate government. Chabinga is digging his own grave. We are asking for, we are also appealing to the Madam Wadolini Mwamba, to say, please, Wadolini Mwamba, the biggest enemy of a woman is a fellow woman. You have your fellow woman who is grieving in South Africa, a widow, and you'll be caught up in such a thing, plotting against your fellow woman. So I must say that this is the most tragic moment. I never imagined in my whole life that I would live in a Zambia like we are living in today. What we are saying is that this is very shocking by all standards and by all parameters. Why is President Hakainde Hichilema so desperate about the body? Why is he so desperate about Ninyanga za Mtundubwanji? What type of rituals are these? President, like the previous woman rightly observed, President Galungu left an explicit, exact, loud and clear statement that he doesn't want President Hakainde Hichilema anywhere near the body. Why is he insisting on the body? So what we are saying is that, please, Zambia is a Christian nation. We shall continue praying. And as we are praying, these people will continue being exposed every day. The day a monkey like Emmanuel Mwamba is destined to die, all the trees become slippery. All the tricks this government are going to be used are going to be exposed. So what we are saying is that it's the most unfortunate thing. I never imagined that we'd live in Zambia like this today. Thank you very much, and I'm happy I've gotten through today, Emmanuel Mwamba. Please carry on the work. We are praying for you. Keep exposing this evil and satanic government. Thank you very much.
How can you allow somebody who has murdered your son or your daughter and you are still mourning to come and attend the funeral and we need to speak at the funeral,
but how good your son
was, and you know about it, you say, wait a minute, what's happening? And I think I can just say the whole thing, I summed it up when I spoke to one guy. I said, because how can you?
Good evening, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mwamba. This is Bishop Dr. Paul Wupe. I'm
Doc,
calling from Ndola.
long time, Doc. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine indeed.
Doc, you promised to come back on the podcast.
Yes.
I'm waiting for you.
Absolutely, anytime.
Yeah, quickly make your contribution, sir.
Well, I've been listening to your podcast and what has been said, and let me speak like the person who spoke before me, who said, if what we are hearing is true, then this is very sad. Well, let me comment on the entire problem. I'm surprised that it has come to this stage, because as Africans, we have a way of how we handle funerals. And the way we have dealt with this issue is actually problematic, because we are supposed to focus on mourning. There is a loss, and there is a grieving process. If I lose something that I love so much, I'll have to grieve. If I don't grieve, it will affect me psychologically, emotionally, and in many ways. And the Lungu family will have to live with this. Most of us would leave it in 7 days and forget, but this will continue with them. Now, looking at the schemes that has been exposed, and looking at the determination to grab this funeral from the family, I've never seen it. I've pastored 42 years, buried the dead. There are some in church who come and say, oh, I have my spiritual father in Lusaka. I want him to bury me. We do give up. I can be there or I cannot be there, but things will still move on. My stewards will do the job. Now, this has really baffled my mind. I don't know what is that which is intoxicating people to such an extent that they really want it to be the way they want it to be. And forget about the grieving process, the psychological healing, the spiritual healing of the family. It's about the family, not the government, not even the people of Zambia. Well, it affects them because he was our leader. But government should not enter into family matters to such an extent that will make them miserable. If what we are hearing is what it is, we are in big trouble.
Thank you.
We must speak forward. Thank you very much. I would go on and on. I think
No, you made your point.
I've dedicated my song to, the morning of the Zambians.
Thank you, Bishop. I'll play your song. I'll find time to play your song. Thank you very much. This is Bishop Dr. Paul Wupe from Ndola, a very well-known and renowned person Someone says, Mipamba Shamsango Shani. The other day, the Attorney General admitted in court that yes, we stopped Edgar Lungu from going to South Korea. We stopped him from going to South Africa for his medicals. We stopped him from traveling to Ndola. And now this. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador. Dr. Ejen Nkoma here.
Dr. Nkoma, Deben.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Make your contribution, sir.
Very simple and very brief. This shows what leadership is not. The leak of this audio has not just sent shockwaves to the entire nation, but it has also showed to us what kind of leadership we have. And I have said this shows what leadership is not. So, therefore, it's up to we, the Zambian people, to make a decision and say where to from here. Thank you so much, Ambassador.
Thank you, Dr. Nkoma. This, what we see, is not leadership. I love your summary of the views and where to Zambia. Where to Zambia. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. We need to begin winding up.
This is Infasipe Nyagope calling from Zimbabwe.
Yes, my brother from Zimbabwe. Make your contributions.
Okay, my contribution is just very simple. This UPND government and the leadership, they are acting as if they are the first one in power. But it's just a simple advice to tell everyone and to kukosesha abantu that Fikapita, whether they say 1990, Fikapita, they've just changed a very history of our democratic governance. Not since independence, Zambia has never witnessed such kind of ruthlessness. Family comes first. Why are they, they are trying whatever they can to bring disorder. So even this bringing in when we win a match, we win a Chabinga. This guy is on record. You to cry over him and you will be under all the responsibility that Zambia we are going through. So a contribution and otherwise, thanks for such platform.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, another one has repeated that if President Hakainde Hichilema is genuine, his government would arrest Chabinga for all the threats he issued before we even discuss the audio, like the other caller. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Make your contributions quickly.
My contributions are this: that by Emmanuel Wamamba, uli tulelwa na wingira nomba na mana kumubiri fyaingira na mufya mupashi. Inecho ndiko kulanda kutoka kwa watu muntu wakwata muri umusango uli ni statesman akwata okuingisha abantu ama criminals ango okubombera ena okwebatu benga kwata okufulunganya ekyalo muri umusango te muntu musomayo ikikalambe kitufere twashira kyakwebati ero tuli mukana mukyalo kino nalesa tu okwebati everything is created by God. It be powers, principalities, thrones, or authorities. Lero vyonse vyapangire kuli yena, mukupangwa kuli yena, vyaba kumulandu wakwebati vyakwe. Lero omuntu amba okufibula mumaboko yakwe, okukana kwato omukingi first kulilesa, n'abantu ebwapanga, ebo bamupira okwebati akwata obutungulushi. Ndemyeba, chikankala tufere twashwa n'okusomera okwebati aleite obukali first pamubiri wakwe ero futi na pachalo. So uyu muntu aliyoleta fe itipo pamubili wakwe. So uyu flash ichikama chipiritualisho chakwe bati whether nakwata authority abantu ebakwete power bantu ebakwete vote.
Thank you very much. Ba Kelvin. Oh, Kelvin from Australia is calling. You are not live. So now make your contributions.
Okay. Now, Chilalanda, I'm a comments. I've been reading every comment.
Yeah.
Every comment, and there are so many questions. Chabinga tabamu ikatiri. And what I'm saying is the problem is Abatuteka is used to crime. He has no respect for the rule of law, and this is what we all realized. So, people are, we have a criminal. Now we can see it. So, Bamwamba, before I quickly go, even fiance for ballet, that actually in divine birechidia, bene ballet in birechidinti. And that is the answer for all these questions.
Okay, Natasha.
But because we are all getting together and something is coming up.
Okay. Thank you very much. Kelvin from Australia just says they dug their own. Professor, you have a right of reply. You can come anytime to this platform. Professor Kasonso. Just mute the other device. Just mute the other device, Mkwai.
Yeah, icho ndevo afyo kulomba kwa vena Zambia pa platform yesu hapa. Icho tuimine po ifwe. 2026 vote yesu. Na tukasha oxteo tatulete kwa wino. Olo oxteo na ikoso mtengo. Ndefu haya tuvote pa nshonkonono. Esho tuleliro kwali. Nshonkonono is anybody but a church. And this concept is from this idea. Onse ukwete potential Muzambia ya kwa batu kutia iminina. Aisaye wamupero tumirandu, o wamuta nefipatala ya ifuila, o wamuta namakana doa ya ifuila. So, tuletekwa no bunka lwebuli obubi. So, uteko banese nukubi okubufunyapo no bufuntungu tubufunyepo. Tuwalisho ba politician bonse balabepa nomba. You can't lie to people with a straight face na pemesole moneka serious. So natuka shocks the tulika ponchongo. Nishonkono, it's a concept that just means we vote for anybody but a church. Balela na tatukwete opposition, tatukwete na leader. Okay, fishing katapadu ule moneka up. Ati ule yapo. But 12 months ikalamba. Lesa kutia imafyo ulionsa. So in place of that person who is coming, sentibika ponchongo. So therefore I have to vote next year. Because for Bena Zambia for about temino for to take not to full up okuchira Bena Zambia about temino fechialo chile tekwa. Fiance bale foot kafakuli balupolo abona bamunyina abona bafiara babo. Muri nepotism yebi. Nepotistic index iyo na calculate ku for primary researchers. Yali pari 43% under lungu. But inocha yali ponera pari 17%. So if on there no, icharote tekwe fi awe mwe bantu bakwalesa. Nomba kuritu matrix no tumingalato chisentu balange to tumingalato tonso to bale ingisha ni on go. Yama pana do wale tana lungu. Kumu bale mufunya pandeke ba mufokotera mwekesha kunga chiwe mkupoka mapana do ku South Africa ni on go ile bale ingisha. Nomba apechiro chaba mu stalemate bafira no kwata nation of funeral because they don't understand us. HH cannot continue to be our president. He doesn't understand our country. He does understand his village and he does understand his people, but he doesn't understand our country. We have to remove this dude, Bamwamba. 2026, Bamwamba na imwebeni okonsheshifu ave mule isaraisa otume nsoko nokulanda paka nokwati Michael Jackson. Imuna imwebeni kuvotera pansho nkonono. Thank you.
Professor Kasonso, Jones Kasonso, renowned auditor, renowned lecturer here in the United States. He's been here for the last 30 years, and he was very instrumental, by the way. He was one of the strongest critics of President Edgar Lungu. But as you've heard, at Wakasha Oxtel, I love that simplicity of the matter. Can you imagine we have 456 missed calls? I'm so sorry we couldn't get all the calls, but the few we've gotten, I think have got a picture. Good evening, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. Endita.
Usheta kuliko kwenshira kulisha mweyo dio kuyabalisha bajaji bakuteshwa atichana chishibo bampanyo wa plana aba mwansa kabemba apita mukwaye.
Yeah, the grave allegation that Chabinga makes there is demanding for money from President Hakainde Hichilema, that they will likely lose the case in South Africa. And he wanted not just money for lawyers, but money to bribe the judges in South Africa. That's a very grave allegation. Then press conferences in South Africa and in Zambia. Demonstration in South Africa and in Zambia. As a diplomat, I can tell you, all those actions that Chabinga was discussing with President Hakainde Hichilema are not only local criminals, they are international criminals, crimes. You cannot intervene and interfere in another state in the manner. That's how serious that audio was. That's why Father Mwansa Pombo Donosco just cried. He just cried. He says he would never thought Zambia would be to the depravity where we are now. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from, and please be brief.
I'll be very brief to you. Amboya Mwalinsoka, Neozefenia Mwalinsoka, Tiawe, Fwewa Kuchipata, Turale Mafimati Kwefitari Kwatini Mwewe. Today I'll be very brief. Bamwamba, Lesa Mukuru. 10 to paper, I'll urge all PF members. PF twalitemwalesa tiyafine basata batemweleresa na barungu batemwalesa na next president ulesa akatemwalesa. What I'm going to say, Bamwamba, if you have seen from the demonstration in South Africa, those youth which they hired, you could tell that these were just hired, and God was trying to expose the UPND government that this is what they are doing. If you have seen, they have gone further, even to come up with the AI, that Kombo Muzungu, whatever, it is also exposing them. So God is exposing President Hakainde Hichilema every day because he's not genuine. When he comes to Zambia here, on the cameras, he wants to show as if indeed he's a young boy who was used, who was abused. Now he has come into as a president. He wants to look like he is a person who has that heart. The man is heartless. I'm sorry to say this. The man is heartless. If he had a heart, he would have just said, okay, let's forget about this issue. I want just to warn Chabinga. Chabinga should learn from what happened to GPM, Kuli Chimbaka Mbwiri, Kuli Chirufya Tayari, and those, even to the 9 independent MPs, which is JJ, if I remember, Sande Chanda, and Binwe Mpundu. They were the first ones when HH won, they went there. But look at today how they are being used and how they are being persecuted. This is where I'll end. Chabinga, your time is coming. You are not a hero, but on UPND you are a hero. But today, I can tell you, what I've said, one day you are going to pay. Thank you very much. We are crying.
Someone has written that I got a load shedding a battery of flat we want to work. I understand. Let me take the last 3 phone calls and then we'll play the audio as we wind up. Good evening, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
My name is Felicitas. I'm calling from South Africa.
Yes, my sister, make your contributions.
My contribution, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the audio that was played today. We really appreciate. I also just wanted to comment. So now we know that they are planning to go and pay the judges. So if anything happens, can the judges be told in advance that this is what the government is planning to do? So that if they were also planning to take that bribe, they should just be aware that the world and the country of Zambia is watching them.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Someone defended the South African judges, that they are not like our judges. He doubted our judges, but he said, but you can never be sure. But what should this audio be made available to the court? That will be up to the lawyers. For us, we just got it and brought it to you. Good evening. Please tell us your name and your contributions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mwamba, Ambassador Mwamba. Tom calling from the UK.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Make your contributions.
Yes, just a brief one. If a Zambian MP is thinking of bribing a South African judge, does that person deserve to be an MP? That's my contribution. I mean, that's a serious case. I think that should be looked up and brought up by the Zambian parliament.
Oh, today this MP was even categorical live on TV. He announced that he will conduct armed robbery. He announced that he will engage in violence. He announced a lot of unlawful things. Today was live. You can go to his page. And like many people are saying, before we discuss the audio, if President Hakainde Hichilema was serious, he would arrest Robert Chabinga for all the crimes and the intent he demonstrated today, before you even come to the damning audio. Good evening, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello.
Yes, good evening, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. You are protected. Make your contributions.
I would say
True.
Whatever is happening now is happening because God is exposing them and is yet to expose them more and more. What they are doing right now may seem to be like they are in power, so they can do anything. You can push any pawn. By the end of the day, they will be exposed.
Yeah,
so
thank you. Is going to expose these guys because what they are doing in South Africa is something very bad. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I've just been reminded that I've got an appointment. Sorry, Sunday afternoon here. I want to apologize. Sorry. The
know
calls
what
keep
you
on
think
buzzing, but
about
we have
this
to come to an
video.
end.
Thanks for tuning in to
play-
JQ News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Until next time, stay cool.